In this video, we are going to see how to count how many records between two dates. Here I have a dataset with some informations such as the date, the product name, the product ID, the quantity, the price, margin, and also the customer name. However, let's say I want to know how many orders I have between a range of dates. So to do it, I can use a formula, or better, a function in Excel to help me. And this function can be COUNTIFS function. Remember, I need to have this s in the suffix to help me use more than only one criteria, because here I have two different criteria, the start date and also the end date. So let's take a look here. Let's say I want to know how many records or orders I do have between January 1st of 2025 and February 1st of 2025, the start date and also the end date. So let's use here the equal sign and then the COUNTIFS function. Double click 1, 2 to select. The first argument that the COUNTIFS function is going to ask me is about the criteria range, and the criteria range is what I'm looking for. So what I'm looking for here is going to be the date. So let me select. I can either start with a small range like this, or click on the column itself, the letter A, like this, to select everything that I have within this column. Now let's press here comma and move to the first criteria, and as I did select the criteria range, that is all about the dates, I also need to match my criteria with the criteria range. So my criteria is going to be also the date, but I don't want to count only the orders or the records that are equal to my start date. However, everything that is greater than or equal to the start date. Okay, so to do it here in Excel, because I need to input a text, it's very important to open quotations, and then I'm going to use the logical operators. That is going to be greater than, equal to, okay? Greater than sign and the equals sign. Now close quotations. And also it's very important to append the logical operators with my criteria. So to do it, I'm going to use the ampersand. Now let's select here the start date. Okay. We're done with the first portion of the function, the first part with the first criteria. Now let's move on to the second part, comma, and again, what is going to be the criteria range? The criteria range is going to be the column A, where I have the dates that I'm looking for. Comma again. Now the second criteria is going to be everything that is less than or equal to the end date. So again, we can use the same logic as before. Open quotations and then less than, equal to, okay? Or in other words, less than or equal to, close quotations, ampersand to append with the date that I have here above. Close parentheses and then hit enter. We're done. 16 is the number of orders that I have between those two dates. But now let's make some changes here. Instead of using January 1st, let me change to January 15th and then enter. Okay, 9 different orders. Now I want to change it again. Let's use maybe March 15th of 2025. Enter. Okay, 30 different orders. So this is how we can count things in Excel using multiple criteria, or in this case, two different criteria, one being the start date and another one being the end date. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions or any suggestions, let me know, comment down below, and I see you in the next one.